Why is it that we often understand a single piece of music with tears, even when our complex words fail to explain our deepest and most profound human feelings? Humanity has long used language to convey logical thoughts, but music touches a sacred and ancient place within us that our spoken language simply cannot reach. Words carry profound meaning, and sentences build our shared logic, forming the very foundation of our modern, structured, and highly organized human society. Yet, human emotion has always existed far beyond the narrow and often restrictive boundaries of any spoken or written human language we have created. Feelings like sorrow, love, and longing are often diminished the moment we try to define them with specific and limited logical words of common speech. Logic organizes our daily thoughts, but it often fails to capture the raw and untamed essence of our most profound and sacred internal human experiences. In ancient tribal societies, humans sang long before they ever developed the complex and logical structures of what we call modern human speech today. Through rhythm and primal sound, our ancestors shared their deepest emotions and unified their people together as one single and powerful community. Drums bound souls together in times of war, while songs were often the only vessel for unspeakable and deep human grief and profound communal sorrow. While language was primarily made to organize thoughts, music was born to deliver our raw and primal human feelings directly to the heart. Today, we still share the same primal experience when words are no longer enough to comfort our heavy and burdened modern human hearts. When we fail to find the perfect sentence to comfort someone, a single song can move their heart much deeper than any words ever could. Modern society overflows with cold logic and digital information, yet we still resolve our emotional blockages through the ancient power of music. This is a fundamental and structural characteristic of how we as human beings are biologically and mentally built to perceive the world around us. Music is a much older method of communication, connecting us at a deeper level of our common and profound human existence and experience. The core insight is clear. Music stimulates our emotions directly without any required process of logical or analytical interpretation by the mind. Language requires the human brain to analyze and interpret grammar, meaning, and the highly complex surrounding social and logical context of words. Only after we process the logic do emotions finally follow, creating a significant and measurable delay in our primal emotional reaction. But music is fundamentally different. Rhythm and melody strike our emotional centers immediately and without any conscious mental hesitation. Neuroscience proves that music activates our deepest brain systems, triggering an instant and incredibly powerful emotional response from the listener. We feel the music before we have a chance to think. It is a purely visceral and biological human reaction to pure acoustic sound waves. While language travels through the head to reach the heart, music goes straight into the very center of our emotional human heart instantly. Music is faster, deeper, and stays with us much longer than any spoken word could ever hope to reach our inner human souls. The most dramatic example of this impact can be found in our classic film scores and our most cherished personal memories of the past. When we think of a movie, we often remember the melody before we can recall any specific or visual details of the actual scene. The moment a familiar melody is heard, the exact emotion of that memory is instantly resurrected in our minds and our hearts forever. A song heard in childhood can bring back the feelings of a distant era even decades later in our complex and busy adult lives. This is because music is not just sound. It is a sophisticated and deep storage device for our profound human emotional states and memories. Beethoven's symphonies convey human struggle and hope that our spoken words simply cannot begin to describe with enough emotional accuracy. For centuries, his music has moved hearts across generations, cultures, and vast and far-reaching global distances between all human beings. They reach places where logic fails, and only the resonance of the human spirit remains true, eternal, and perfectly present in our lives. The same is true for modern popular music. We are moved by melody even without knowing the specific lyrics of the song at all. Music is truly a universal language that transcends all barriers of human speech and logical and analytical thought processes. People everywhere can feel the core message as it crosses all borders, eras, and different cultures with incredible human ease. It creates a bridge between different cultures, allowing us to feel as one through the incredible and divine power of acoustic sound. Now, the core message becomes clear. If you want to convey true emotion, do not explain it, simply make them feel it. The human heart is moved by raw experience, not by cold logic. Music is the most direct tool for this vital human purpose. Therefore, we must learn to express our emotions rather than hiding them behind cold and analytical mental walls of logic. Break down the cold walls of your mind and let your inner feelings find their own unique and powerful artistic human voice. Expression does not always require words. Communication is always deeper when it transcends simple and limited spoken human speech. The change you gain through this journey will be clear. You will no longer just try to explain your complex human emotions. You will become a person who delivers pure feelings to others in their most authentic, raw, and powerful human form and state. Understand the deep heart hidden behind silence and release your inner self through the divine and eternal power of melody. Do not suppress your feelings under logic. Music is a language that conveys our very human and shared existence together. It reaches where words can never hope to go, providing the secret to deep human connection and eternal spiritual unity. Sometimes, simply pressing play is the wisest decision you can ever make for your own profound and lasting inner peace. Stop the endless explanations and let the music speak, expanding your emotions through these rich and deep humanities. Thank you for joining me on this deep journey through the unspoken and divine power of our shared human melody. Subscribe to keep your soul nourished for a long time. I am Dr. Jongmoon Ko or James Ko. Thank you very much. Explore these topics deeper and feel free to reach out to me for more academic lectures and professional collaboration. Pure emotions are the bridge between souls, and music is the most elegant vehicle for that profound human journey. In every note, there's a story waiting to be felt, a memory waiting to be shared with the entire world around us. Let us embrace the power of melody to transform our perspective and deepen our understanding of life's complex beauty. The harmony of the universe is found in the simple truth that sound always precedes the cold logic of words. May your days be filled with the resonant beauty of the music that truly defines who you are deep down inside. We are the authors of our own emotional stories, and music provides the cinematic soundtrack to our daily lives. In the silence of a library, the thoughts of great minds wait to be heard, just as music waits for us all. Logic is a tool, but emotion is the destination. Never forget the supreme importance of feeling the absolute truth. Every culture has its own song, yet the heart reacts to the universal and eternal pulse of the rhythmic beat itself. Through the humanities, we explore the depth of the human condition and the eternal beauty of our collective and sacred spirit. Knowledge expands our world, but insight transforms it. Let the music guide your profound and inner transformation. We find ourselves in the stories we tell, and the melodies we choose to carry in our profound and emotional hearts. Freedom is found in the expression of the soul, unburdened by the cold rules and rigid structures of human logic. Power can be destructive, but the power of a single song is always a force for profound healing and lasting peace. Some thoughts develop society, while some disappear. Let your thoughts be the music that endures through all of time. Why do we fear failure? Because it is a story we tell ourselves, rather than a raw emotion we feel deep inside. Challenge yourselves to listen more deeply, to feel more purely, and to live more authentically every single day. The ability to think is strong, but the ability to feel is the strongest human competitiveness we possess today. Choices are determined by emotion. Let the wisdom of the humanities guide those important and profound choices. Meaning is found in connection, and connection is found in the shared resonance of a single and perfect musical note. Follow these scholarly tags for more intellectual insights into the human condition and the power of sound. Thank you. Search for topics such as music neuroscience and the relationship between melody and emotion to expand your wisdom now. Contact me today for collaboration and deep intellectual insight. I am Jongmoon Ko, also known as James Ko. Email k90391198@gmail.com. Thank you for watching this masterclass lecture, wishing you all the very best and profound peace. May your soul be nourished by the depth of intellectual thought and the purity of sound. Goodbye for now, dear viewers.